Hey guys, my name is Mushamir from Malaysia. So this is the 2020 Ford Ranger Wildtrak. So it has a 2.0 liter bi-turbo diesel engine, which is very small but very powerful. It makes about 214 horsepower and also 500 Nm torque. That's the most of any mid-sized pickup truck in the world. It also has the first and only 10-speed transmission, which gives you a lot of performances, and it can also tow about 3,500 kilograms. It can carry 1,000 tons of items, and what makes this truck special is that it is very quiet inside because it has active noise cancellation technology, and it has the best safety features which rivals most luxury cars. It has autonomous emergency braking, forward collision warning, lane departure warning, and semi-automatic parallel parking, which means it will park on its own. It also has adaptive cruise control, and this is something which most pickup trucks, well, most sedan cars don't even have. So this car also has electric power steering and a locking rear differential. It has Ford Sync 3, which is an 8-inch touchscreen. This car is really suited for off-road driving because it can go through 800 millimeters of water. As you guys might know, the Ford Ranger Raptor and this one, the Wildtrak, is very similar. It has the same engine, it has the same transmission. The differences is in the Fox Racing suspension, the underbody cover unit, and also the terrain management system, which is built into the computer. Other than that, it is the same. This car comes with highway terrain tires. There's also all-terrain and mud terrain tires. I chose all-terrain highway terrain tires because it's much more quieter on the road and it's better for braking distance. I bought the Ranger because I wanted a truck that can bring my bicycles around and move furniture around, because my parents have a lot of things and I cycle a lot, so it makes sense to have a pickup truck. On top of that, it's really great for city driving because of all the safety features, although yes, the big size is quite a bit of a deterrent. It's much more safer because as a journalist, I was looking at all the car accidents that happen. Pickup trucks most of the time survived, and even if you did the research, pickup trucks survived. Just because they're bigger, they have a stronger leather frame chassis, they're built to withstand punishment, off-road punishment, so most likely it will survive crashes, and it's much more better for safety. Also, pickup trucks are much more taller than SUVs. SUVs are a bit shorter in height, although to get into a pickup truck is much more difficult. The times that I did drive it, it's at about 6,000 kilometers now. You can feel the power. When you step on it, you can really feel the power. The best part is when you're not driving at all, like you're on the highway and I'm just on cruise control, and if there's a car in front, it will just stop in front of me. If the car goes away or accelerates, it will accelerate as well, and that is such a big feature. If I turn on the lane departure warning, it will also steer my car into the lane, and so that it doesn't go away from the lane. In essence, it's almost like you're not driving at all. So my Ford Ranger has had a lot of upgrades, from the front bull bar to making it customized so that I can fit the radar unit, to the rear bull bar with the hook and winch, and then the snorkel for better breathability and cold engine air intake since it uses 2 turbos. I've also added underbody armor under the engine and transmission. I've added plastic protection all around the body, as you can see here. I've also added the inner tire arches covers, as you can see here. You might think, why is this even here? Well, when you go into the waters and off-roading, you'll see the reason why it's so useful. And I've also installed a cover for the cargo bed, and I've customized tailgate cages so that if motorcycles hit me or if I would hit a wall, which happened, it will not break the lights, because the lights were quite expensive to repair. Internally, I've done a lot of adjustments. There's a lot of carbon fiber and metal everywhere that you look into it. There's also tinting, and the best part about the Ford Ranger is that the dash cam is right near the rearview mirror, which already has a USB port to power it, so that's a very thoughtful addition. The car is spacious inside. Its speakers is among the best, the best according to some car reviews in Malaysia, and it has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which is just amazing for it. The Foranger also does 0 to 100 kilometers in 9.4 seconds, which is fast. The fastest out of all pickup trucks. It's faster than my own hatchback. So why did I choose this car over other pickup trucks? The Mitsubishi Triton is the same price, but it lacks the 10-speed transmission gear and the powerful engine, but it comes with all the safety features as much as the Foranger, except for the cruise control, adaptive cruise control. Also, the Triton is the most comfortable one driving wise. I was very comfortable driving the car over highways, over bumpers. It felt like I was driving a car. Now, why not the Toyota Hilux? I wanted the Toyota Hilux, but the road tax is much more expensive. The Toyota Hilux has a 2.8 litre engine. The road tax in Malaysia is much more expensive for bigger engine cars. And when I drove the car, I love Toyotas, I love the Land Cruiser because my father owned one, but the Hilux felt like driving a brick. It was so stiff with the rear suspension, I couldn't take it. This one felt much more comfortable. Isuzu D-Max is the cheapest of all, but it's an Isuzu. It's very bare in its minimum, in its creature comforts. It doesn't come nearly as much as Foranger at all. And that was the biggest, those were the biggest pickup trucks that we had in mind. Ride quality for this truck it's great. When I put power to the engine, it goes. Even though I'm driving at 100, 120 and I press the engine, it goes even more. There's so much power in this thing. And with the snorkel turned on, it's nice to hear the turbo whistle. Going over bumpers, it's soft. It's very quiet inside the engine. I use a decibel meter to check the noise of the car when driving at 120 kilometers per hour. And yeah, no regrets buying the Foranger. One thing that Foranger might be bad at is service centers. There's not much in Malaysia. There's only a few compared to Toyota, and of course reliability. This is a performance pickup truck. Ford is not really known for reliability as much as Toyota, which is why this is innovation, but Toyota sticks with all technology because of reliability. So we'll see how long it goes. I did meet people at the car workshops who had a Foranger from 2003 and still running great, and many others who's driven 200,000 kilometers plus and still runs well. So let's see how far and where this Foranger will go and take me on this life's journey. Your car can go fast, but my Foranger can go anywhere. Hope you enjoyed this review.